We are embarking with QuickBooks, and this is our next tutorial. We will be adding vendors, and we will be entering invoices. So let's get started. Again, back to the main area. We are at QuickBooks, and we are going to click on to vendors, and this is the screen that you should see. On the upper right hand corner, right here where it says new vendor, using the drop down boxes allows you to import. We're not going to be importing any vendors. We're just going to click on to create new vendor. And the information looks very similar to the information we provided for the customer. For the customers. So I'm going to create some invoices. But first, I want to make certain that I have all my vendors on my database. So let's get started. Let's see, who are we going to add today? I guess we'll add Boswell Consulting. And this is going to be a company. So let's create this company. And let's see, here's all the information. The first name of the individual is going to be Stephen. His last name is Boswell. Oopsie. I tabbed too fast. Boswell. But we're not gonna skip the area where it says company. We're gonna go straight to company. And we're gonna skip all the way down to his address, and I think he's located on he's in Oakland, Oakland, California, P.O. Box 630. And again, I'm going down to the city and town to Oakland, California is my state, and my zip is 94610. Obviously, I am in the United States. And as far as his email is concerned, what is his email? We're gonna do Steve at Boswell Boswell.com. His telephone number is 510 555 His mobile is 510-555-5500, and his fax number is 510-555-0306. He has no website to my knowledge, so we're going to leave it alone. His billing rate, we're going to he's a consultant, and we pretty much know what we're going to be charged by him, and he gets charged he charges us $125 an hour. His terms are going to be 30 days. Most of our customers are going to be within a net 30-day period. We do not have any special terms, so it's going to be net 30. And if I could get this darn thing to do what I want, just one of the quirks, I think, of this. Net 30. Okay. We're going to make certain that's fine. No opening balance for him. And his tax ID number is not necessary. He is our incorporated business, so we're going to leave it blank. Any information that we want to keep notes on, we could probably say our credit limit. We could probably post our credit limit is going to be $2,000 maybe. But other than that, if there's no other information, we're going to save him. And we're going to create one more vendor before we start entering invoices. So I'm going to go through the process once more, creating a vendor. And this vendor we're going to create is our supplier, our office supply vendor. Let's see what name I'm going to give this company. Let's see. Boswell is a good one. Let's open up. Let's see who we want to pay. Let's do Ace Supply. And we don't have an individual name, so we're going to skip right down because there's no person. Ace Supply. This is another incorporated business. We want to display as this. It's fine. And Ace Supply is located at 123 Main Street. And it's going to be in Oakland, California. 95200. And there's no additional information we need. His telephone number is going to be the 910. Has no mobile. His fax is going to be 910-555-1235. Nothing else. far as this other is concerned, only thing we care about really is his terms, because we are required to pay him within 15 days. So we're going to pay 15 days. We have no opening balance. And our account number is going to be Academy 01. No tax number is needed because he is an incorporated business, a supply, and we're going to click on Save. Now we have created 2 suppliers. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to create a bill. But look, just want to make sure you understand, here are these transactions. If we were going to pay him directly and not, go through an invoice, waiting for him to, submit an invoice, we would click here. But I want to go through the standard process. So we're going to create a bill for a supply, because we ordered some supplies that we need. Now here's the screen that you'll need to see. It outlines the organization, the terms, the date, etc. Don't be concerned about the date for this demonstration. I solely want to just get you familiar with moving around the screens for the vendors. Now, he is an office supply vendor, so let's go scroll. Let me see if I can put office. What I get? Office expenses. Let's see what other options we have. Let's see. I like office supplies. Let's see. Office. No, it doesn't have office supplies. I don't know why. Well, we could use office expense. I don't want to add any accounts right now. So I'll just take office expense. I'm going to be more detailed. We will, and the purchase, which will be on your invoice that's submitted to you, is we purchasing copier paper, pens, pencils, and other office supplies. And I'm using my tab key to move from one space to the other. He's charging us $500 for those supplies, and that's all we purchased. Now, if there's any memo inside of the invoice that we have been provided, we will put it here. Otherwise, we are going to go down to the end of our screen on the right-hand side, and we're going to say save and, I want to use save and close, because we don't want to enter any more invoices for a supply. So save and close. Now, the next invoice that we received is from Mr. Boswell. He did some consulting services for us. He works with us when we go on photo shoots, and we're going to charge back our customer that we billed for this. So we billed them for the amount, but now we got to pay individuals who actually did the work for us too. So he's a consultant, and it should go directly to his consultant fee. Let's see if we can find it. See if we have we don't want any uncategorized accounts, so that's definitely a no-no. So let's look and see. Here it is, subcontractors. Very good. But again, this little quirky part about this system, it requires me to type in the letter. Okay, so for wedding, he was a wedding planner and assistant, and he worked 6 hours, and he charges $150 an hour. So we are going to see if it calculates. Very good, it did. And all I did, really, I didn't want to use my calculator. I just actually used the calculator function within QuickBooks. But so he's charged for his services, and he worked with us on the wedding. So he spent 9 hours. So we got to charge him we got to get charged for the cost of doing that. So we are good with Mr. Boswell. We have the account set up correctly. The terms are 30 days. 30 days, and we will pay it by the invoice date. Now, for this one, most of the time you'll be given an invoice number for the invoices that you send out to your customers, and also the bills that you receive. But some of the items I'm just not really focused on. I just don't want to get you bogged down with it. But the main thing is, when you get an invoice, you're going to have to put the invoice number. I'm just going to assign it 2015 and move forward. Okay. So let's go back. Now we have here 2 invoices that we are able to pay, and we have 2 vendors that we just entered. Now, for purposes of the class, you're going to have to show me that you've actually done these transactions. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start printing some reports. Since we entered 2 new vendors, I want to create. I got a little icky message. let me change this so it won't allow me to have a pop-up. Be very careful, guys. If you have a security system with your work, you may very well have to do a pop-up blocker protection. So I've just changed that. So let's hope that this works. But for the purposes of this particular tutorial, we created 2 vendors and we created 2 invoices. The next is on the next video, we will be printing reports, and that includes vendor lists as well as customer lists. And so, as before, thank you very much for listening, and I will see you in the next one.